if you're new here, my name is Madison, and today I just wanted to have a chill conversation with you guys about something that I have seen is impacting our culture over the last decade or so, and I don't really think anyone sees it going away anytime soon, and that is online dating. I'm sure most of you have experienced the good and the bad of it, so I just wanted to share some pros and cons of it, as well as things to be aware of when you are on an online dating app. I'm actually married to someone that I met on an online dating app. I definitely went through some negative things on them, but there is definitely some pros that I'm sure many people have seen, and online dating is just something that has really taken over our culture over the past decade or so. I was reading up on it, and on Tinder there's about 2 billion swipes per day, which is insane. And some other dating apps that are worldwide have noted people spending an average of 90 minutes per day on the app, which sounds like a lot of time, but that is just the way our culture is these days. And I honestly never really dated when I was in college, and then when I moved away from my hometown, I wanted to meet new people, and I just found that online dating apps were the easiest way for me, and all the different options that dating apps give us. I think that is probably one of the negative things that most people see with them, is that we just have too many people to choose from on there, and maybe even when we're on a date, in the back of our mind we're like, oh, I have someone else I'm talking on the app with, and I can just hit them up if this date doesn't go well. So I think that is something that negatively is affecting the online dating experience, but you can also see it as a pro in the sense that we now have a connection with people that we might have never even met. Like back in the day when my parents met, it was through mutual friends, and I think that's how it happened mainly back then, just in person, because we didn't have online. So with online dating we have so many more options, but that also means that we're meeting people that we probably never would have met. We've actually seen it over the past decade an increase in interracial marriages, and I'm sure there's many other things that contribute to that, but that also has to do with like online dating apps and meeting new people that you would have never met, which I think is amazing. Another thing just to be aware of as you're going out on these dates is going out to dinner with someone isn't going to, I don't know, show you fully who they are. I think you need to be able to be hanging out with them, because at dinner, like, you may see some like things you don't like about them, but if you were hanging out with them, you would have seen those things as well as things you do really like about them, because we have so many options. If we see one little imperfection in someone, we just drop them off so easily, and that can be really harmful, because you're not going to find the perfect person. Like, you may find like the perfect match for yourself, but they're not going to be perfect. They're going to still have things wrong with them. And I think that's something we really need to consider when we're on these apps is, first of all, don't be going fully based off of their looks, which I know it can be hard because that's all there is the pictures, but you just want to see how the conversation goes, and just with that conversation be able to like read into it, and you will kind of be able to tell where the person's head is at, if they're just like playing around on the app or actually really want to date someone. Which leads me into my next point, is know what you're looking for. When you go on these apps, there's people that are looking for something casual, or they really want a relationship, and I think you personally knowing what you want really will help you find the right match on these apps, because you just want to be forward with the people you're going out with instead of wasting each other's time. I've found that like so often people really, they either like don't know what they want, or they want what I'm not looking for. And that was really hard, but just being upfront about it. You could probably bring it up on like the first or probably like the second date, what you're looking for, just so you guys are on the same page. That leads me into my next point, which is just being like self-aware. So many people just want to go out on dates and have fun on the dating apps. Like, that is totally fine. And then there's people that would like to get married and have a family. So there's honestly like opposite sides of the spectrum, but there's so many people on these apps that you will find someone that will probably be looking for the same thing as you. So in that mindset of being self-aware, you also have to kind of be like at a good place in your life. You don't want to be like somewhere where you're like not emotionally doing well, because you may attract the wrong type of people, and that could just make your life go into a negative spiral, which would be really terrible. So I think just being honest with yourself, and if you aren't ready to be on the apps or maybe should take a break. I remember I would get so fed up with the apps, and like after like a bad date or something, or someone ghosting me, it's just like, oh, I'm so tired of this. So I think it's totally fine to take a break and, you know, go out and actually meet new people in real life instead of just depending fully online. And sometimes our emotions will play a role in things. So I think just being really aware and fully knowing what you're looking for can really help. Because if you don't know what you're looking for, you're kind of wasting other people's time and you're wasting your own time. And that brings me into my next point, which is self-care. With all the swiping that people are doing, that can lead to more matches, but also more rejection, and that can leave us in a more vulnerable state. Honestly, it can be draining at times, so it's totally okay to like take a break and say, no, this isn't for me. And you know what? It isn't for everyone. I know people that just hate talking over the apps. Like, they're just like, no, I don't want to text back and forth. Like, it's so annoying. And yeah, it can definitely be annoying when people are just keep messaging you back and forth, and you're just like, can we meet in person, or this isn't really going anywhere, kind of thing. And that kind of leads me to my next point, is just being aware of other people's intentions, being able to kind of read into the people you're talking to. A lot of guys would just want to message over the app, and they would never even like want to meet, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time talking to you? Like, this is ridiculous. And my husband now, he was actually kind of different. He wanted to FaceTime me, and I do not like FaceTiming at all, or like rarely do I like FaceTiming. And I was like, this is kind of weird, like I'm not sure I want to FaceTime you. But then I was like, you know, this is different than what I'm used to, and I need to push myself outside of my comfort zone. So we FaceTime, and that was definitely a great thing that happened in my life, because you can have like a full conversation in an hour instead of like texting someone all day about random stuff that is like about nothing. So I think just being open-minded about that too. And you know, some people will just honestly want to waste your time, and it's ridiculous to say, but it happens. In all, the online dating experience like has its highs and has its lows, and it's not for everybody. Like, I think that's totally fine if you don't want to meet people online, but for me, as an introvert, I found it easier to meet people online and then go out with them, because I wouldn't really go and approach someone when I'm out. That's just not who I am. So that's why I think it worked out well. I know it can be a lot emotionally for people, but it can be worth it. There are good things that come from it. I used to be one of those people. I was like, I don't know if anything will ever come from any of these dates, but something good did come from it, and I know of other people where good things came from it too. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you're like kind of like drained out from it, like it's okay, like take a break, get off it, but like there are good things to it, even though I know there are a lot of negative stories out there. It's totally a personal experience, and this is my own personal opinion, but I just wanted to share with you guys some insights that I have found over the years, and I hope that you found them helpful. If you guys have any good stories about someone you met online, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.